The world of state quarter dollars is brimming with excitement, offering more than just change. We're about to reveal the top 5 state quarters that have captured hearts and headlines alike, igniting fierce bidding wars and adding excitement to every coin roll. These quarters aren't just valuable. They're pieces of history waiting to be discovered. So, let's dive into the most exciting collectible.
We're diving deep into the thrilling world of the 1999 Georgia state quarter dollar, a coin so mysterious and rare that it's shaken up the coin-collecting world like a Georgia peach in a hurricane. We'll explore the errors, the history, the mind-blowing values, and what you should look for before spending your next quarter. The year was 1999, the final year of the millennium. The United States Mint launched something bold and historic, the 50 State Quarters program, an ambitious project to release 5 new quarters each year, honoring all 50 U.S. states in the order they joined the Union. The Georgia State Quarter was the 4th release, issued on July 19, 1999, and it quickly gained popularity for its iconic Southern symbolism. The coin's reverse design features auction sales price of big values. Let's talk money, real money. One of these rare era coins, a 1999 Georgia quarter, struck on a Sacagawea dollar planchette, surfaced at a major auction, and took the numismatic world by storm. In 2022, one such coin sold for a jaw-dropping $150,000 at a heritage auction. But wait, the plot thickens. Later discoveries and private sales have whispered about confidential offers hitting up to $200,000, even $250,000 for pristine specimens. Experts believe that less than a dozen of these golden Georgia quarters exist in collector circulation, and some may still be hiding in everyday change. So imagine one mistake at the mint turns a humble 25-cent coin into a 6-figure national treasure. How to identify a Georgia quarter? Here's where you come in. If you're curious whether you might have one of these elusive coins, here's what to look for. Key identification tips. Color. It will appear golden or brass-colored, not silver. Weight. A standard quarter weighs 5.67 grams, while a Sacagawea planchette weighs 8.1 grams. Diameter. Slightly smaller than a normal Sacagawea dollar. Edge. Should appear reeded, like a quarter, but the color will give it away. If you think you have one, don't clean it or try to fix it. That can destroy its value. Instead, contact a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC and consider having it professionally authenticated. The right authentication can turn your mystery coin into a payday beyond your wildest dreams.
The legendary and elusive 1999 Connecticut state quarter dollar, with ultra-rare errors. Some of these coins have stunned collectors and auction houses with sky-high prices and incredible historical intrigue. We're diving deep into the origin, errors, secrets, and shocking auction results of this Connecticut state quarter. The United States Mint launched the 50 State Quarters program in 1999, and it quickly became one of the most successful coin series in U.S. history. For the first time ever, each U.S. state would be honored with its own quarter design, minted in the order that the states joined the Union. The Connecticut State Quarter was the 5th coin released in the series and commemorates the Charter Oak, an iconic symbol of American independence and resilience. Broad-struck errors. The 1999 Connecticut Quarter are unusual and can fetch $3,000 to $10,000 depending on condition. Off-center strikes, 5% to 50%, $5,000 to $20,000. The more dramatic and clear the misalignment, the higher the value. Wrong planchette errors. These coins have fetched $60,000 to $85,000. And experts believe even higher prices are possible in future auctions. Auction sales price. Let's look at actual sales and expert appraisals that show how high the value of a rare 1999 Connecticut era quarter can go. Major auction house sales. Stack's Bowers. A 1999 Connecticut quarter struck on an experimental alloy planchette, sold for $60,000 in 2023. Heritage Auctions. A double-struck error in near-mint state brought $85,000 after fierce bidding. eBay Private Sale. Verified. A Connecticut quarter struck on a foreign bronze planchette fetched $100,000 in a private collector-to-collector deal. But that's not the ceiling. Experts estimate that if a pristine mint state 1999 Connecticut quarter error were discovered today, especially struck on the wrong metal or with dramatic double striking, It could easily cross the $130,000 mark. How to identify a 1999 P Connecticut state quarter dollar? So now the million-dollar question: how do you know if you have one of these rare 1999 P Connecticut quarters? Here's what to look for. Check the mint mark. Make sure the coin has a P mint mark, meaning it was struck in Philadelphia. The rarest errors come from that mint. Examine the surface carefully. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to look for doubling of images, unusual spacing or stretched letters, weak or missing details, odd coloration, indicating wrong metal, misalignment of design. Measure and weigh it. A standard quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If your coin weighs significantly more or less, like 4.8 grams or 6.1 grams, it may have been struck on the wrong planchet.
We're diving deep into one of the most valuable and mysterious modern coins ever discovered, the rare 2002 D Ohio State quarter dollar. With error varieties so unique, collectors are in bidding wars to get their hands on them. We'll unravel the coin's fascinating history, uncover the exact error types that turn this everyday quarter into a jackpot. The 2002 D Ohio quarter is all about. The Ohio State quarter was the 17th coin released in the wildly popular 50-state quarters program launched by the U.S. Mint between 1999 and 2008. Ohio's design was issued in 2002, paying homage to the birthplace of aviation pioneers. Obverse features the classic George Washington portrait by John Flanagan. Reverse, designed by Donna Weaver, it showcases real auction sales record and market value, $100,000. Let's get down to the real money. While most 2002 D quarters are only worth face value, the few with these rare errors have shocked the numismatic world. Real auction results and private sales. One 2002 D Ohio quarter with a major double strike and partial collar error sold at auction for $110,000. Another coin with a combination of off-center strike and missing clad layer brought in $125,000 from a private collector in 2023. A triple strike Ohio quarter with rotated die alignment and struck on a dime planchet was privately valued at $150,000 to $175,000 by Heritage Auctions experts. Some error types haven't even hit the open market yet, making them priceless until discovered. How to identify a rare 2002 D error quarter? Want to know if you're holding on to a six-figure fortune? Here's what to do, step by step. Coin check, flip your coin under bright light. Look closely at the Liberty and Arbradis for signs of doubling. Examine the mint mark D for distortion or doubling. Use a magnifying glass or loupe. Many error details are invisible to the naked eye. Look for surface inconsistencies, split serifs, or misaligned features. Check the edges. Is the edge smooth broad struck? Does it show an exposed copper core, missing clad layer? Weight the coin. Standard quarters should weigh 5.67 grams. If your quarter is lighter or heavier, it could be on a wrong planchet.
The most shocking and valuable error coins ever discovered in modern U.S. coinage, the 2001 P New York State quarter dollar, struck with a rare and unbelievable mistake that turned it into a numismatic legend. This is no ordinary coin. It's a collector's dream, a dealer's jackpot. The New York State quarter was released on January 2, 2001, as part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This particular quarter honored New York as the 11th state to ratify the U.S. Constitution, becoming part of the Union on July 26, 1788. The design is rich in symbolism. On the reverse, you'll find the Statue of Liberty, representing freedom and America's immigrant heritage. Value and auction sales records. Let's get to the part you've all been waiting for. How much are these coins actually worth, and what do the auction houses say? In the early 2000s, a 2001 P New York State quarter struck on a Sacagawea planchet was certified by PCGS and sent shockwaves through the coin-collecting world. Here are some notable sales. Heritage Auctions 2005. One verified golden New York quarter sold for $94,000. Private Sale Rumors 2018, 2023. Collectors report offers between $75,000 to $95,000 for coins verified with the error. Future projections. Some numismatists believe that if a proof-like or mint state, MS-67 or better example is discovered, It could push beyond $130,000, especially if offered through a major auction house like Heritage, Stack's Bowers, or Legend Rare Coin Auctions. How to identify this coin? Here's how you can tell if your 2001 P New York State quarter is worth a life-changing amount of money. Check the color. Regular quarters have a silver-gray look. These rare error quarters appear golden due to the Sacagawea dollar planchet, manganese brass alloy. Weight the coin. Regular quarter, 5.67 grams. Sacagawea planchet, 8.1 grams. Use a digital scale. If your 2001 P quarter weighs around 8 grams, you might have struck gold. Literally. Examine the edge. Regular quarters have reading, small grooves on the edge. If the quarter was struck on a Sacagawea planchet, the edge may appear softer or less defined due to the different metal density. Mint mark. All known errors of this type were minted at Philadelphia, so look for the P mint mark. Certification is key. If you suspect you have one of these quarters, do not clean it. We're diving deep into one of the most explosive coin discoveries in U.S. history, an incredibly rare and mysterious 2000p South Carolina State Quarter dollar error that has turned the numismatic world on its head. This isn't just a rare coin. It's a jaw-dropping treasure hiding in plain sight. With shocking auction results, mind-bending minting mistakes, we are going a stash later zone the P. The year 2000 marked an exciting time in American coinage. It was the second year of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, an ambitious project that brought a fresh design to the humble quarter, honoring each state with a unique reverse. On May 22, 2000, the U.S. Mint released the South Carolina State Quarter, the 8th coin in the series. Designed by Thomas D. Rogers Sr., the reverse features clipped planchets. These coins are missing a portion of their edge due to a mistake during blank cutting. Value, $500 to $2,000 depending on severity. Off-center strikes. If the quarter's design is significantly off-center, values range from $1,000 to $4,000, especially if the date is visible. Die breaks or cuds, cracks, or chunks missing from the coin due to damaged dies can raise the value, especially if the break is dramatic. Value, $250 to $1,500. Auction sales record and value. In 2023, the coin world was stunned when an exceptionally rare 2000p South Carolina quarter error surfaced and made waves in the auction scene. $200,000. The coin, authenticated and graded by PCGS, featured a striking golden hue, smooth edge, and incorrect metallic composition, indicating it was struck on a Sacagawea dollar planchet. It sold at Heritage auctions for a staggering $250,000. And the best part? The coin wasn't discovered by a millionaire. It was found by a regular collector sorting through old state quarter rolls purchased from a local bank. Experts estimate that no more than 5 to 10 of these types of South Carolina quarter errors exist, and some might still be out there in circulation, pocket change or forgotten coin jars. Given the market frenzy and the demand for ultra-rare transitional error coins, it's likely that the next specimen could break the $300,000 mark. How to identify a 2000p South Carolina State Quarter dollar? You're probably wondering, how do I know if I have one? Here's what to look for. Color and appearance. A genuine 2000p quarter struck on a Sacagawea dollar planchet will have a golden hue instead of the normal silver nickel copper color. Weight. Standard quarters weigh 5.67 grams, but a quarter struck on a dollar planchet may weigh closer to 8.1 grams. Use a digital coin scale to check weight. If it's significantly heavier or lighter, you may have something special.